NFC Championship. Hey guys, we're back with more Benny the Bendy, and today we're doing more Madden, the finale of the season, of end of this Madden series on Benny the Bendy. If you want to catch more of it, you gotta go to my Madden channel. This is it. 3 episodes to go. This is the NFC Championship. It's Brady's Bucks taking on Burrow's Seahawks. So we had this thing going on for about 2.5 months, no, 3 months now. It got me over 1,000 videos, a lot, but you can't upload too much. And we're close to the end. We're here. This is Bucks, Seahawks, and we're set. It's Joe Burrow taking on Brady and the Buccaneers. So hey guys, we're back, and so the Buccaneers, they've had a great year, like they always have. They started off 9-0. Then they lose a few. Then they win a few. The Seahawks, they started off bad, 2-5. Then went and won 10 in a row. They are one of the best teams set in football. Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow. They still have Myers. They have so many good players. And it's going to be tough for the Bucks to beat them. And we're off. The Bucks have Brady and they have Knox now. And we're off. This is the NFC Championship game. Later, tune in for the AFC Championship game. It's the Chiefs taking on the Patriots. There's Brady's stats, 47 touchdown passes. He's 49 and still doing that. Incredible. Benny Smells with a record of 27 rushing touchdowns. Benny Snell in. That is incredible. Will the Bucks and Brady go to the Super Bowl? Let's wait and see. First play, Brady. Dawson Knox, incomplete. And up in the middle, almost a pick. Second down. Throw. Brady to Gronk. Incomplete. So Seattle's defense has been great. Their offense has been great. The Bucks, they've been great. Two top teams easily in the NFC, for sure. And it came down to the late top two. Whoever wins this one, likely to win the Super Bowl. First down, Brady to Gronk. Incomplete.
You have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And now lined up, moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
That's methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Brady.
Touchdown. That was quick.
And the Bucks have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. His kick is no good. And an auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Oh yeah, they still block it. Metcalf's on the land. It seems stacked.
He goes back out to kick this one off. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be let out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the number 1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Forced out to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Jerry Jones looks a lot like Mr. Krabs.
First and 10.
Yeah, thanks, Nick Williamson.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 6-0 our score after 1. First down. Here's Burrow.
There he is. Dream guy.
Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big play.
Oh no.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Seahawks now
So
they're gonna
not
get
quite
revenge.
a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Of 2 there, second down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength of being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw.
Oh.
Try to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked it.
Inside the 10. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15. 15-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they will bottom up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
Oh, that was a horrible.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last
Green guy.
That is caught inside the 5. And touchdown, Seattle. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's
Which
going to
we
be,
don't
I think
expect.
their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they
Oh,
have
and they
right
got
now
it.
by getting this late score in the half.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady. The man is got when it's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman.
Brian Brandon thinks, as always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier.
I did the wrong game first.
Super Bowl on the line. Let's get back to it. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will be returned. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Yeah, make her play for make things crazy.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game.
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing but
Are you kidding?
ahead. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he
What
takes
just
it
happened?
all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
11.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. Now about the
Yeah, 11. Cardinals got 11.
not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallying.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
Okay.
Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll have it first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. gets one out there for a big-time completion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now they'll bring up 3rd down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Looking to throw. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As he kicks it away for the second time.
Bucks.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to think.
Okay.
Touchdown, Seattle. Jamar Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. And some space here. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Benny Snell, 77 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence, but they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two scores down, two timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on. Now there's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So here's Brady and the Bucs, down by 10, a minute 37 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Huh? Third straight. They won last week.
Back to throw, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Gilmore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. To throw is Brady. They're looking for Goddard again, and he's got him once more. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. They're going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Sam Schloman for the PAT. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Sam Schloman now for the point after.
He's missed a few times already today. Better not miss again. Jinx.
That could be a critical miss here in the one-score game of the fourth. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And they got it. They
Oh, not again.
hang on now, and there's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let
It's
it go,
still
Tim.
over. It's all
Didn't give
over.
themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Oh no.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it.
I'm sick of this.
40 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say
Huge
you
upset.
can hear a pin drop except for one thing.
Wow.
I have a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation. Because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory.
Huge upset.
Moving on
Wow.
to the Super Bowl.
Bucks
Only hope that these
lose.
players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Don't worry, Brady will be back. Enjoy. See you guys next time. Bye.